It is very important to set boundary with family members to save your relationships and make your family relationships healthy. Hi, I'm Dr. Vrishali. I'm a psychiatrist, and in today's video we are going to discuss that how you can set boundaries with your family members. And it can be difficult to set boundaries sometimes because existing emotional bond you have with family, sometimes we have existing behavior patterns, so it becomes difficult to set boundary. But it is not impossible. If you decide, you can set boundaries with your family. So let's start. First thing is, you have to be very clear that which things you want to say no to, which things are okay with you, which things are not okay with you, and convey your boundaries after you are very clear. So, first, you have to sit with yourself, be clear, and be reasonable. Don't expect anything which doesn't come into your family code of honor or family rules. So, you have to keep many factors in consideration and set boundaries accordingly. Because once you are clear, then assertion will come, calmness will come, and very confidently you can convey. So that is our next point, that you have to convey in very calm and assertive manner. You don't use these kind of things that you always criticize me. Instead of that, you can say, I feel hurt when this kind of thing happens or this kind of criticism happens. So in this, you are taking responsibility of your being hurt, and you are not blaming other person. You are not making other person feel judgmental or feel guilty, but you are just expressing that this is something not okay with you because this makes you feel like this. And by conveying that, the other person will get clarity that yes, maybe unknowingly I did this, I didn't know that this also can happen. And they will be aware of your emotions and things you are okay and not okay with, and this will help them to communicate further with you in a very different manner, because they also have to work that which things are okay and not okay with you, and then they will convey. So maybe it will take time for that, and for that you have to be, number third thing is, be patient. So uh, you also have to be patient while getting clear about your own boundaries, and don't be in hurry. At the same time, other family members will take time to adjust, understand, and you have to be patient for that. The next point is, you have to be very self compassionate while practicing boundary, because as we discussed that it requires a lot of practice and patience. So it's not going to be easy for you, but what you can do is be consistent in keeping your boundaries. And during this period when they are not able to practice boundaries, or they are not able to understand your boundaries, and it will take time to adjust, then you can do that, you can convey them, your boundaries in between, and meanwhile you can practice self compassion, practice self kindness, so that it will keep you being not hurtful, and you will save yourself from other negative emotions. So practicing self compassion during that time is very important. Also, if you see that repeatedly it's not being heard or not respected, then it's very important for you to set some limits, or set some maybe time limit, or whichever thing they understand and suits you. You can set some consequences, that if this is repeatedly happening, that I have conveyed my boundary with you, that something, some kind of XYZ behavior hurts me, if you have conveyed this, but the other person is repeatedly violating that boundary, then you can just say that it's difficult for me to talk with you, or for time being I will not talk with you. So set some consequences to just show that person that you are very sure and clear and serious about what you are doing, what you are putting, what you are saying, right? So show your seriousness by setting some consequences, and I'm sure that that will really help you. Keep Next point is keep empathy and understanding while setting boundaries, because what happens that when you are setting boundary, the other person also goes through emotional process. So showing empathy can give them self reflection, and they will aware of different aspects of you. Also, somewhere by showing empathy, understanding, you are nurturing the seed of emotional intelligence with your family members, and unknowingly they will also learn from you. And if they cannot, you can explain them what is empathy, what is something that you actually go into other person's emotions and feel that how they are feeling about it, and then again come into your state and then help them, or do something to bring some change. That is empathy. Empathy is not equal to sympathy, because sympathy is something that, suppose you have a lot of pain and you are crying a lot, and I'm also sitting with you and crying with you, that is sympathy. But we are not coming to any solution or any conclusion. For time being you are feeling very good and relaxed, but it's the problem is still there and nothing is happening. So sympathy is important, because at least for that period the person feels heard, and the pain gets reduced. But at the same time, sympathy is something that, you know, is not going to give any upliftment. So empathy, that you are again coming into what you are, so that from your perspective you can give some solution, and keep the approach of solution orientedness, so that the other person feels empowered, and keep that empathy and understanding impact while intact, while practicing boundaries with your family. The another important thing is that if your family is practicing boundary, they are respecting your boundaries, then appreciate that openly, and communicate that in a healthy relationships. So have that healthy relationship time where you are communicating what you are actually feeling, and if they are respecting it, then communicate that, appreciate, yeah, that with if in whatever way you can. So you can gift them something, or you can bring something about their what they like, or their favorite thing, so that they will feel heard and appreciated. And it's not only your journey, it's all together, you're all together bringing some change into family dynamics. So ultimately it's going to help the whole family to bring harmony within yourself. And I think this is very important aspect of setting boundary, because somewhere the long term consequence of conveying what you are okay with and what you are not okay with is going to make the family relationships healthy, more transparent, and people will not show up just fake happiness. They'll be very authentic version of self, and they'll be true to themselves. And because they know that other person is not going to judge me and going to respect my boundary, so the communications will be more transparent, non-judgmental, respectful, and you will feel more accepted, heard, and lovable. And I think love, nurturing that love, is the basis of family. So keep that family dynamics intact with respecting each other, conveying your boundaries with consideration and love. Thank you very much for listening, and stay connected with our channel so that you will learn more videos, more educational videos, powerful videos to self transform, and learning very exciting and new things so that you will become better version of you, and you will get opportunity to heal emotionally. Stay connected. Thank you very much.